Now, many of you already know that in China, the new energy vehicles companies have been, of course, offering massive discounts or some discounts to those that buy, of course, their cars. I mean, we saw our favorite car company, NIO, ladies and gents, introducing a $4,200, of course, discount to those that, of course, buy their car. So this is one of the things, or I personally believe that this is one of the things that is, of course, having a huge, of course, the order numbers back into NIO. I mean, at first you know that NIO, when they started, or when this, of course, price wars sort of like started early this year, NIO didn't want to participate, but of course they realized at a later stage that they need to, so that at least they can, of course, boost, of course, their orders, as it appeared that, of course, those that were offering those discounts back then were, of course, sort of like stealing some of their customers, ladies and gents, which is why we ended up seeing, of course, NIO giving a $4,200 discount to those that buy the NIO cars. Now, those discounts that the EV makers were offering passed, but it looks like there is another round that is, ladies and gents, in our midst, though the, of course, the China Passenger Association came out and said that they don't believe that this round is out of control or it will trigger a new price war. But ladies and gents, we are seeing the new energy vehicles in China offering around $4,000 of discounts, which I suppose is not that good. I mean, another article that I just read this morning is that, ladies and gents, an EV maker or Tesla just introduced almost $2,000 for their Model Y, which again they are, of course, pushing or trying as much to push sales also, yeah, which is something that, of course, on the article I read yesterday, it indicated that, of course, NIO, it is offering discounts or coupon discounts of around 2,700 yen for its charging piles, which this, of course, it is a good incentive from NIO, as it will, of course, encourage or make those that probably want to opt to buy NIO cars to do so, because they know that probably they get this, though it's a little, but I think it can go a long way. But the good thing, or one of the good things that makes me to be really excited, especially coming from NIO, is that, ladies and gents, NIO, it is a company that not only are we seeing them, of course, deploying or introducing a wide range of models into the market, but it is a company that has been aggressively increasing their infrastructure, from charging piles, battery swapping stations, to cater for those that buy the NIO cars. I mean, with charging piles, you know that NIO has already issued a report to say that it looks like majority of the other new energy vehicles using NIO's infrastructure, it is way more than the, of course, the NIO clients using the infrastructure. So we are seeing NIO charging infrastructures being used more by other brands other than NIO, which is something that must just show you that there is a serious demand, or there is, of course, a demand in the charging infrastructure, which is why we are seeing a car company like NIO aggressively deploying this charging infrastructure. And what makes NIO to be special is, of course, the battery swapping station technology, which, of course, enable those that subscribe to bus to go in and swap their batteries in their car in less than 4 minutes, which is something that, of course, offer convenience, and something that the Chinese government wants to prioritize, or the Chinese government is pushing to prioritize that technology, which we knowing very well that NIO is the leader in the technology. Makes me to be really excited, because chances are very high that in the future we are going to see companies wanting to come and using, or other new energy vehicle companies wanting to come and use the NIO battery swapping station for a fee, which that is going to definitely increase or aggressively increase the revenues that NIO generates from their battery swapping station. Now, before, of course, I forgot to also see already that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. And I will appreciate if you can just hit the like button if you are to enjoy the content that I'm giving you about the new discounts that we are getting, of course, from, of course, the new energy vehicles, or some of the new energy vehicle companies in China, which, of course, this is one of the most important things that I think as an investor, we need to closely watch, because we saw the kind of harm it can do for our favorite stock NIO in the first, of course, rounds of these price cuts, though the China Passenger Car Association came out and said that it won't trigger a new, of course, price wars. This is something that, in as much as they can say that we need to closely monitor this, because it can have a huge impact into our favorite EV stocks. Otherwise, without wasting any more of your time, I personally think that, of course, these price cuts that we are seeing from, of course, some of these EV makers won't have or might not have much impact onto NIO, because like I said, NIO has already offered a $4,200 discount, I think around May, which of course we saw, of course, it boosting. I can think safely say that there are, of course, order numbers or deliveries, which I personally believe that these new rounds, as it stands or at the moment, it might not have that much of an impact, because a car like Model Y or Tesla Model Y, that car, comparing to the kind of cars that NIO is offering, ladies and gents, it's outdated. New cars, like the current NIO cars, ladies and gents, that NIO is currently selling, they are so much up to date comparing to that model or Model Y, and of which, if people are still to opt to buy that, I think they would be compromising to technology, or they would be compromising in terms of the technology that they might get when they buy cars like NIO. So NIO, one of the things that I think it will make them to remain competitive is, of course, their technology, it's of course their infrastructure, and the kind of benefits and services they provide to those that buy the NIO cars. You will know that NIO, not only do they just offer good infrastructure when it comes to charging or swapping batteries, but they also offer premium service, the kind of service that we are seeing or getting to hear from those that own the NIO cars, going into NIO service centers, going into NIO, of course, houses. Ladies and gents, their comments are just out of this world, which is one thing that makes me to think that the services that NIO offers, over and above the charging infrastructures and the car they sell, will make them to, of course, stand out and continue driving the demand. I mean, in July, there is a report or rumors that are saying that NIO received an order of 24,000 or around 24,000 orders for the month of July, which of course it is a good thing, right? And we hope to see, or as retail investors, together with analysts, we hope to see more recovery as we unfolding or increasing as, of course, the second half unfolds. So I'm very excited about this, and I believe that, of course, these price cuts, or these recent price cuts that have begun probably in some of the EV companies in China or new energy vehicle companies, won't be that much of a problem into EV stocks like NIO. Because, ladies and gents, as the China Passenger Association said, these price cuts or recent price cuts from new energy vehicles might not trigger the second round of price wars. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make some tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, tomorrow we'll be getting there, of course, the new NAV insurance registrations figures for NIO for the previous week of the period, which started last week, Monday until Saturday, and hopefully we see NIO reporting the at least over 5,000 vehicles, or over 5,000 registrations, which, if they can do that, it will be good news to those that are buying or investing into the NIO stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you buy NIO for the very first time, you need to make sure, or please do your own due diligence, so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing into this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.